what, is this a good move? You don't know. You don't know until you get there. But let's talk about the Pirates. Last couple of nights into overtime, longest game in Pittsburgh. Why? Because they were swinging for the cheap seats. And that's what you guys with a career got to do. You got to go out there and swing for the cheap seats. Because you know what? It only takes one ball to get there. That ball that lands in the river, that's your home run ball. And you only need one. I've been with Rosedale for about 9 years. I've seen the balls go in the river. See, I think you were all waiting for me to talk about golf. You just need to plunk one over the fence. You know, a couple words of advice, work safe. Can't do it safe, don't do it. Especially you truck drivers. I fell asleep at the wheel. It wasn't fun. Okay? So keep the rubber side on. That's the best one. For the electricians and the other technicians, safety glasses. Get the most comfortable one you can wear. Shoes. You gotta take care, like Paul said, you gotta take care of yourself. And you'll have an excellent career, not just a job. And just want to wish you the best of luck. Good night.
Hey, Lou, Debbie said we wanted to start putting your commercial on the Pirates broadcast, so watch for that. My favorite part of the night is always the student speakers, and I'm always amazed that we actually get some. This is not an easy job. Our first student speaker from the Diesel Department, Patrick Smith.
Alright, so I've never done this before. I understand the deer in the headlights thing. Frank looks like a really fat deer in the headlights. But what a lot of people don't get to see is how you get to interact with the instructors here at Rosedale. You know, they make you feel welcome. They make you feel like they want to help you learn at every step of the way. So I want to take a few moments to say some positive things about the instructors themselves. And I'll just kind of go in order in which I had. Starting with J.R. Magnet. J.R. was, the way I put it, similar to Brett Michaels. He was a little bit country, he was a little bit rock and roll. The only problem is he still had less power. Next one I had is Brandon Danzer, an amazing mechanic. He actually made his car live up to its name and found on the road dead. From there it goes to Adam Taylor and Robert Murphy. Now these two, they get together and it's whatever you can do to make it go faster, make it roll coal, as they say, or have more horsepower, just anything. And it reminded me of Pinky and the Brain. One's a little bit taller with crazy hair, one's a little bit shorter with less hair. And the only problem is I can't figure out which one's the idiot. From there, I have Mr. Simino. Mr. Simino is an amazing teacher, and I have a lot of respect for him. We were both in the United States Air Force. We both actually did the same job, and I thought that was amazing. So I'm actually not going to make a joke about him because of the respect, or it's just too easy. And from there, there's the truck driving instructors. Now, that is a miracle in what they do. It's 4 guys, took a group of 20 of us, and taught us all how to drive these trucks, and literally less than a month. I think some of us only had 3 weeks behind the wheel. And so, they're just an amazing team. And starting with Vaughn, he kind of comes off as a pivot. He's real aggressive at first, or what some people would think of as a pivot, like real aggressive at first, and then as you go through the class, he kind of becomes more playful. He's a lot more relaxed. And this analogy works well because he looks like one. And Craig, I did most of my driving with Craig, and he was a great instructor. I mean, he helped calm me down so much when I was behind the wheel, driving me through South Side and Bellevue Avalon. I mean, he did a great job. And one of the biggest things he wanted to teach us was what it was like to drive with 80,000 pounds, you know, on the back of a tractor. So he actually hopped out and got in the tractor. It got even better when he wanted to show us what tankers were like, so he just laid on his side and rolled backwards. But on a very serious note, though, every one of these instructors that I've had to deal with has taught me so much. And one of the great things about the school was one of the things I saw firsthand involving Mr. Wilkie himself. We were in the lot outside. We were just doing yard maneuvers, and it was freezing cold out. It was, you know, the beginning of January when all that weather started to hit. And Dave and Craig are standing out there in the freezing. They've got coveralls on, whatever else they can get on. We're all sitting in trucks, nice and warm. And Mr. Wilkie happened to walk down and saw this and started talking to them about building some kind of shelter, like a heated shelter for them, so that they could, you know, more effectively train us. And, you know, it doesn't really work, but it was that fact that he took that initiative to try and help the instructor get more so that they could give us more. You know, I think that Mr. Wilkie and all the instructors deserve a big round of applause for what they do day in and day out.
I didn't let him do a fat joke about me because I lost 100 pounds. So thanks, Patrick. Also from the diesel department, our next student speaker, Shawn Salisbury.
Can I see the whole year headlights thing here? I actually didn't have a speech prepared. I didn't bring it with me, unfortunately, so I'm going to keep this as brief as I can. I really want to say thank you to my nighttime instructors, both Artie and Brian, because the story for me being here started off the same as everybody else who's graduated sitting here. And I came in here with really an idea of what I was going to get out of it. And through getting into the program, taking a tour of the school, and being asked that same question, are you bros go ready? Do you think that you have what it takes to learn how to turn wrenches and fix a truck? And because I've gone through the paperwork and everything, I said, sure, it's a no-brainer, you know, you're building a school with adults. Little did I know that I was going to make some really cool friends. I was going to meet a lot of really weird people with all kinds of different backgrounds. Many of the guys I'm sitting in class with shooting sunshine. I mean, those guys will tell you firsthand, going to class with me, it was interesting. They were there for the good and definitely the bad. And like I said, Artie and Brian and Kara and Dan Moxley, who worked with me every step of the way. But I couldn't thank you guys enough for being patient with me and helping me try to find my way after what I had gone through. When I can get into that, let you guys know. I missed about a week of class, if not longer, because that period of time was kind of hazy. But I remember coming back, and I walked into Brian's class, and I was sitting there, and I'm all just, my mind's in 1,000 different directions, and you know, I came my book bag and some food that I found in my car because that's really all I had. And I gotta tell you how mad I was about losing all the food that I had in my car for those who know me best. But everybody's like, why did you come back here? Why did you come back so soon? And the only thing I could think to myself was there was nowhere else at that time that I wanted to be than to be sitting in that class with the guys that I had come to know over the course of the 18 months or 18 weeks that I was there. Like I say, it was one of the most difficult things that I could ever have to deal with, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. But I wanted to again thank you guys for the support, for the flowers and everything that you sent, for the phone calls, the text messages, the card that I didn't get until 4 weeks after I got back. But it was nice to finally find it. It was stuff behind the door. But a lot of people, students who aren't here, who have gone on to do other things, took the time to acknowledge that, you know, one of the students had taken a really hard fall in life. But I still found a way with my family support, the staff again, and everybody on the outside to make sure that the next day and the day after that, I got back up you know, laced up those boots and put on that Roosevelt shirt and wandered my way back into class. Even if I was 45 minutes late, I still showed up. I said, the one question I was asked on the way out of the door after I was slated to graduate was, what did I get out of being here? You know, what is it that got me to this point? And I can honestly tell you that I came in, I walked out of here a lot more successful than when I come in. I was working a job in EMS with a non-steady paycheck, even though they claim that you could always get paid, which isn't true. I look again at the success that I got along with my classmates and what it took to get, you know, again, from just being a student to here. Now I'm actually a driver for Port Authority at this point in life. I tried to get into mechanic, but they hired me as a driver, so it kind of went the other way. But in closing to all of this, I say I took nothing for granted in being at Roosevelt. The leniency that I got for the things I've gone through were unimaginable. Like I said, I want to just, again, thank you guys, Brian, Uncle Ari, wherever you're sitting at. Ben, I see you there. I thank you guys. Kira, sorry I missed your class. I didn't want to, but like I said, if anything, listen to your instructors. You know, for the next class coming in, because without them, I wouldn't be standing here talking to all of you. Thank you.
And you did great without having it written down. I had to have one written down. Oh, it is fine. So just to recap real quick, Mark Mullen and Michael Deeman aren't feeling so well tonight, aren't going to be able to speak. So we get to the good part. We're going to get into the awards, which includes the awarding of the degrees and diplomas. Now, once we get into the actual part where the students come across the stage and accept their degree or diploma, feel free to please come up front and get the picture you want to get. You can also take some pictures later, and we have pictures that are going to be posted available online. But right now, I'm going to turn over the microphone to Kara Chan.
What the awards are, and then we'll start passing out the diplomas, all the good stuff, right? Ready to ship out? Yeah? All right. Okay, so our Rosedale ACE Award. The Rosedale ACE Award recognizes outstanding academic achievement by students who earn a cumulative grade point average of 4.0. The Presidential Scholar Award recognizes academic achievement by students who earn a cumulative grade point average of 3.4 or better. Instructor's Choice Award recognizes students with cumulative perfect attendance. The Perfect Attendance Award recognizes students with perfect attendance in their final term. Our Truck Driving Award is for our truck driving students with 4.0s and perfect attendance. Prior to passing out our diplomas, just want to recognize all of our family support. Some of our students have had an easy time getting through school. Others have had struggles up and down, so I know some of them have been very grateful for their family help at home. So students, a round of applause for your family and friends.